Yeah, so Laurie, you're in Ridgeville, South Carolina, and you have a horse, Wilson, and I understand that you had some issues with him and that you started feeding CoolStance to him some time ago. Could you share with us what the issues were and what your experience has been, please?
Okay. I have, first of all, he's a 15-year-old off-the-track thoroughbred, and I've owned him for about 7 years. And several years ago, I got a call from the barn owner where he was boarded to come out and do something with your horse, is what he said. He looks horrible. And as you can see in that before-after setup that I did, those pictures, that was kind of what he looked like that day I went out. And I was shocked at the change in him in just a short amount of time. It's not like I don't see him, I don't go weeks without seeing him. It had only been a week or so since I had last been out, so I was, like I said, kind of shocked by his appearance that day. So we had started looking into alternative feeds at that point in time because I was like, something has to change. He had rainrot. He was orange. You can see how badly he faded out. Just didn't look healthy. And we went through a few feeds over a couple of 2-year period and finally found the CoolStance. He had started making some improvements, but his big issues were allergies. He was very sensitive to bug bites, would just get huge welts all over him. He was anhydrotic. He just kind of shut down. So he's been on the CoolStance a little over 2 years now, I believe. And you can see in the after picture back in May how amazing he looks. His coat is gorgeous. He doesn't have to be on any supplements. I had him on spirulina, dexamethasone, 1AC, electrolytes, you name it. I tried it all to just keep him going for a while there.
And Laurie, how much a day would you be feeding to him?
The CoolStance?
Yep.
He actually gets about 3 pounds total a day, which I think is nothing, and he gets the most at the barn. So that's another great thing. He's an off-the-track thoroughbred who are notoriously hard keepers, and he gets 1.5 pounds in the morning and 1.5 pounds in the evening, along with his, free choice grass and hay, and he does great with it.
Because the other comment I'd make is that his top line has certainly improved.
It has, yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And Laurie, yep. the other comment that we hear a lot about horses suffering from anhydrosis, that they can't sweat. And I understand that Wilson was one of those horses. Could you tell me about that?
Yes, he shut down in the summer. We live again in South Carolina, which is on the coast of the United States. Extremely humid in the summers, and usually his pattern had been to literally shut down overnight. Like in mid-June, when the humidity kind of peaked, he would stop sweating, have labored breathing, rapid respiration, sometimes up into the 60s, just really kind of standing there huffing and puffing for every breath because he couldn't cool himself. Temperatures, in 103 range. We would have to cool him, drape him with towels. One summer I had to keep him in every day during the day. I thought he was going to die that summer. And again, I had 1AC, Chinese herbs. I've done lots of things in the summers to try and help him. And this summer, after, being on the CoolStance now, he actually sweated this summer, stayed out all summer, and was just very comfortable and looked almost like a normal horse this summer.
Yeah, well done, because I know Kim Sturgeon, she had the same experience, and now that she's been commenting on it as well, we've had a lot of people now commenting about horses where they thought they would never sweat again, and they suddenly started.
Right, yeah. I was, I've just done a lot to try to figure out the anhydrosis, and nobody can give you any answers about what causes it and what can fix it, and it can't be fixed. I actually started a little Facebook group for people that had horses with anhydrosis so that we could kind of throw ideas out there and see who had what that worked. And